great fighters. Consider great fighters. You want me to best fight the best.
What's going on? This is another video of the Boxing Roundtable. My name is Jose, aka the Dominican Dream, and this is
the Maniac,
and we are ready to talk boxing. Anyway, guys, Sean, talk to us, man. You know this.
Yeah, man. Listen, first of all, I want to thank everybody that's been showing us love and support, man. We do appreciate it, man. It really, man. We do appreciate that, man. This is why we do this is passion, and just to see the love we've been getting has been great. But with that being said, I just want to address something here, guys. Right? There's two videos that we've put out, and we've been getting a lot of comments. And I'm not talking about negative. At the end of the day, guys, if you don't agree with us, that's fine. You're more than welcome to say what you want, but in a respectful way, right? Because we're not disrespecting nobody. But first video, the Crawford Spence recap video. Guys.
And the prediction.
Yeah. No, hold on. I'm going to get to the prediction. Guys, there's too many of you in the comments that keep saying, y'all pick Spence. Or y'all said Spence was the best thing since sliced bread. Or y'all was wrong. Guys, no, it's showing me that you're not seeing the whole video. The Dream here. He picked Spence to beat Crawford, right? If you go back to our preview show, right? The preview of the fight, where we break it down and who we pick, you would see that me, the Maniac, I picked Crawford via split decision. But man, it's just something here that keeps pulling me to Crawford. I don't know why. I think it's going to be a close fight. We might see both fighters not drop, if not get hurt, because I think both could stop each other. I'm going to go Crawford via split controversial decision, and I think Spence beats him in the rematch. He picked Spence by stoppage.
Me, I got Errol Spence. By mid to late round stoppage. I got Errol no matter how it goes down.
Okay. So why is it that when we get to the recap video, and it's clearly that I even have a short that I'm just talking about Crawford and giving him nothing but credit, I got nothing but love for Spence. Crawford is just... he's just different. If they fight at 154, do we see the same outcome? Possibly. But I think it'll be more competitive. He'll probably have his legs under him more. But I just think Crawford is the better fighter. That's just what I saw. That's just what I saw. I can't discredit Crawford. Why he did was a great performance. And not only that, guys, this makes him undisputed in back-to-back weight divisions. 4-belt era. He made history, bro. You gotta salute him, man. You have to salute him for that, man. That's an amazing accomplishment. Amazing accomplishment. And saying that, yes, I'm a Spence fan, but...
And there's a short where you also pick Crawford.
Yeah, I pick... Listen, guys. I don't know what you guys are listening to. I'm just saying, if you're gonna comment, guys, just comment some.
No, based on correct criteria.
Yeah. Don't say y'all when it's obvious. I never pick Spence. Nah. So when you guys are, that's telling me you're not watching the whole video.
I pick Spence. The Maniac pick Crawford by split decision. Anyway, as far as people commenting again. Yeah. We could disagree, that's fine, but we ain't trying to disrespect nobody. And if you disagree with me or with the Maniac, we're gonna reply back to the comment, even like the comment. But if it's a disrespectful comment, then it will be deleted. But as far as me and what I saw, I'm gonna keep saying what I'm gonna keep saying. I'm a boxing fan, and I analyze before the fights, during the fights, and after the fights. At the end of the day, it can't be this ain't you pick so and because you pick him then that means that you no. Listen, when Floyd, I'll give you an example. When Floyd Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao, there is no fighter in the history of this of the sport showing that I dislike more than Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. Right? And I picked Manny to beat him. When he beat Manny, I said, "Yo, we lost, bro." He beat Manny fair and square. Manny looked good in the ring. That Manny, supposedly that it came out that he had some injuries. I didn't even pay attention to that. He looked good to me in the ring. That Manny could have beat anybody. He just that style of Mayweather, that defensive style, he wasn't able to get to him. And Mayweather, he did win the fight. No excuse. I said I lost. Mayweather showed that he probably would have beat Manny. In 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah. And
that's that. Now, when it comes to this fight, before Spence walked in the ring, I said he looked the way he looked, and I'm a stick to that. I know that wasn't Spence for me. Now I know you disagree with it, Sean.
Yeah,
you trying to
I did.
You trying
so
you trying to give you trying to give Crawford his credit, and I know you're not trying to discredit Crawford, right? Because you had that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So again. I know y'all heard a dream. He started off the show, and it seems like y'all just assumed that was the same thing how I felt. No, listen to the whole episode, and you'll see. Oh my God, yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, look, he's giving Crawford credit. Not only he's giving Crawford credit, he's giving him more than credit.
And you picked him.
And I picked him to win. So let's
you kept saying there's something that pulled you back to Crawford.
Yeah.
Even though you like both.
Even in the preview show, you'll see that I picked Crawford. This is before the fight happened. So listen, all we saying is if you're gonna comment something like that, make sure you got the whole story. Right? Make sure it's correct information you're commenting. Because it's just childish, it's frustrating, it's corny. Like, we want you guys to comment. But, guys, if you don't agree, that's cool. But to say that we both pick Spence, give Crawford his credit, then that's telling me you didn't listen to the whole video. You just listened to Jose's version, and then you just said, they both picked him. No, that wasn't the case.
And not only that, you guys want to think that because I picked somebody, I'm going to make excuses for him. No, we did both pick Fulton, right?
And that's the next video.
And, bro, Inoue did his thing. Even the title of the video says Inoue really is a monster. And I told Sean, yo, you was right. He is a monster. Now, as far as me, if you want me to say he's like some boxing savant, right? Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Finito Lopez, just a master. No, I feel that he's a fighter with solid fundamentals, with decent fundamentals, and just tremendous explosiveness.
And I disagree with that. And said it.
That's me.
But that's his opinion, guys.
Exactly.
We gotta respect it.
Exactly.
I said no. And if you guys, that's another thing. Now to the Inoue Fulton video, right?
But before we even touch on that, I want to read it. Look, you got guys like, when it comes to Crawford Spence, Sugar Shane Mosley, Andre Berto, Boom Boom Mancini, Deontay Wilder, and recently one of y'all's favorite fighters, Floyd Mayweather, right, came out and said, listen, they don't want to say it in a way where they take away credit from Crawford, but they know that the Spence they saw is Mayweather said if I was training him, he wouldn't be fighting at 47 or even 54, 60, 68. I'm just talking about what I saw in the ring, even before the fight started. Because if I wouldn't have texted you, Sean, yo, I don't like the way he looked before the fight started, then now you would have been like, oh, see, now you trying to pick. Nah, I'm looking at what I saw even before the fight started. Did not text you before the fight started.
Correct.
I said, look, I didn't like the way he looked.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Is that Crawford's fault? Absolutely not. And Spence is not taking any credit from him. And a lot of these other fighters are not. But you could go watch the interview, Marco Boxing, Shane Mosley, Boom Boom Mancini with Fight Hub TV, Deontay Wilder will Fight Hype after the fight. These guys are fighters. They've been in the ring. They know when a fighter steps into the ring, his condition, right? And they could tell that by watching the fight for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Crawford, never did I say Crawford wasn't a good fighter. I even said in the post fight, Crawford's a great fighter, and you know he did what he had to do.
The truth of the matter is, look, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. Crawford is great. He's gonna be an all-time great. He won. That's it. That's not his fault. If Spence wasn't ready, that's it. But people entitled to their opinion.
But I want people to know that if it's because I pick a fighter, nah, man, I picked Manny to be Floyd. I didn't have when the show was we got the show on Mediafire still. We didn't have the YouTube platform. We did it on a different platform. And I said, we lost. That's it. Because I know that Manny, I know that was a healthy Manny. I know Manny looked good. I know he was ready.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He did great things after that fight.
I know that he was in great physical condition and health. That's, in my opinion, not even in my opinion, what I saw in my eyes, and professional fighters, Hall of Fame fighters, who, if you guys were in front of them, I'm sure you wouldn't argue with them. They're saying the same thing I'm saying, and I named those fighters. So you got a right. You got a right to say whatever you want to say, and I'm gonna keep saying what I said. Nonetheless, credit to both Spence and Crawford for showing up, making the fight, and fighting the fight. Bottom line.
Yeah. So anyway, we had a fight this past weekend, which was headlined by Jake Paul. He fought Nate Diaz, who's a UFC fighter, stepped into the boxing world. Don't blame him. Get a payday against, a fighter who's been a YouTuber his whole life, who became a boxer. And he got about 7 fights in. He's beaten 5 MMA fighters now with Nate Diaz. And I would say this about that fight. From what I saw from Jake Paul, man, this is a fighter that, to me, he is getting better fight by fight. Now, he's not going to be no world beater. I don't see him as a world champion. He did call out Canelo after the fight.
I mean,
now, we know. I'm not going to even really entertain that fight because we know the outcome. But I would say this. Jake Paul is very, very popular, right? And the Dallas Arena where they play, which where the fight was held at, had the second highest gate.
What he fought. You don't play boxing.
Yeah. So he's popular, man. And he's doing big things. So a Canelo Jake Paul fight, say what you want, we know the outcome. We don't even need to break that down. But that will be huge.
Nah,
Trust
come on,
me.
man.
Yes,
No, I'm just talk about that. Man.
No, I'm not here to talk about it. I'm just saying based on
putting it out there.
Well, that's why
I'm not even gonna put it out there.
Listen, if you telling me you can make $50 million, they're gonna do it. Because Jake Paul's famous.
Yeah, but you can't even sanction something like that because that's dangerous to
Nah, he's a professional fighter.
Yeah, but listen, there's rankings for a reason.
And how many times in rankings fighters get jumped because of this fighter comes up to fight? So right now, Tim Tszyu is Jermell Charlo's mandatory. But if Crawford don't fight Spence, his first fight when he comes back down to 54 after the Canelo fight could be Crawford. So it doesn't matter. Rankings and boxing, that doesn't matter. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen. I'm not a hater.
At least you're talking about an elite fighter in Terrence Crawford. You're not talking about some nigga that came off of YouTube.
Yeah, but he's famous. This is what you're not getting.
It don't matter.
Yeah,
that's something I don't even want to talk about. And a lot of I'm sure people that watch this channel. Come on, man.
I'm just saying based on why he's set. But anyway, the real fight I wanted to watch on that undercard was Amanda Serrano, 7 division world champion, currently the undisputed featherweight champion in women's boxing. She faced Heather Hardy for the second time.
But before that, we gotta break the. I'm gonna break the Jake Paul.
Oh God! I mean, I thought you said you didn't want to talk about that.
Jake Paul Canelo, because that's absurd.
No, I'm just saying why he said.
Right, but still,
and I'm telling you, financial.
Yeah.
This game is about money.
Yeah, but that's a joke, man. Anyway,
and those are jokes.
Not only
how many jokes we seen in boxing.
Not only was that a joke, but the Jake Paul Nate Diaz fight was a joke as well. That was a joke. That was a bad joke. You got a guy that's been an MMA fighter, boxing pro debut. He's washed up as an MMA fighter. He doesn't look like he's mentally there. And during the fight, it was just horrible, man. I saw it, and yeah, Jake Paul does have some craft for a guy that just began boxing. Like you said, Sean, he's getting better, but not against boxers. Even against the lowest tier boxers, he hasn't fought. He hasn't beat one boxer. The only boxer that he fought was Tommy Fury, and he lost to him. He did.
Close fight.
He did show that he has something, because he did even drop Tommy Fury.
Split decision.
But come on, man. The way he looked against a washed up MMA fighter who couldn't do nothing in that ring, that was pitiful. I had casual fans texting me like, "Yo, this is a joke." So as far as him being a world beater, that's not even up. That's not even up for discussion. As far as him even continue this spectacle, continue to fight MMA fighters, pro wrestlers, people that won singing contests and shit, but don't fight any solid boxers, because Jake Paul, you will get your ass handed to you. If that's what you want to do, yo, more props to you, respect.
Yeah.
But you started too late. This is something that you have to be doing since a young man. The latest is 19, 20 years old, and that's very late. You want to come into this game in your mid-20s and you go right into the professional rankings. It's just, I understand he making money, he doing what he got to do, Sean, but he has to, that's it. That's it. He can get maybe a little better, but come on, he's never going to be even a contender material. It is what it is.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
As far as me acting all crazy, but it was exciting. If it was exciting for a backyard brawl, right? Because the other guy was out on his feet like 10 times and came back and was still throwing punches or semi punches or something that resembled punches. He was throwing these MMA style punches inside, and I heard he even put the dude in like a guillotine or something during the fight. It was a joke. Now, on that card, you had actual, real fights, and you were just talking about one of them. Shout out to Amanda Serrano, a real boxing champion and a fighter who has a pedigree. Break that fight down.
Well, that was, I mean, Amanda's just, first of all, she's an all-time great already. She's just too skilled. She's too good. She's too smart. For someone, especially like someone like Heather Hardy, who is very basic, but she's tough and she's rugged and she comes to fight. But she was just outmatched. I think this fight was more about a handout. It was more about, we're both from Brooklyn. We fought before. I'm going to give you a bag. That's all it was. Because Heather Hardy had no business being in that ring with Serrano. And she got hit with some stuff, man. This is why I say she's tough and she's rugged. Now, the question becomes, what's next for Amanda Serrano? You know, we have spoken about it in the past and other people. There's a fight at 130 by the name of Alicia the Bomb Baumgartner, who called out Amanda Serrano and other fighters as well. But this fight seems more doable than the others. She called out Katie Taylor. She called out Cameron. But I think the fight with Serrano is a fight that can happen, and it's a doable fight. I would love to see that fight because Baumgartner right now is one of, if not the hottest female fighter in boxing. And she's getting better with every fight. And she's skilled. And she could punch. And she's tough. So her and Amanda Serrano, man. That will be a must-watch TV fight. But they did ask Amanda after the fight. She didn't want to comment on it. She went into another direction. She was speaking about other stuff, about women's boxing and stuff. So it is what it is. But Amanda's a warrior. She's a dog. She don't duck no smoke. I'm pretty sure she would love that fight. And we'll see what's next for her, man, because she's always must-watch TV. But again, shout to Jake Paul to getting these women pay, man. He's getting these women pay, and they deserve it, man, because they skill, and they more skilled than a lot of men fighters.
Not only that, it seems that he's a guy that's going to take care of his fighters.
Yes.
Whoever he promotes.
Yes.
And he would probably be one of the only active fighters who's promoting and still fighting at the same time.
Yes.
And beginning his career. We know that other fighters do have promotional companies. Errol Spence has Frank Martin.
Yes.
And Errol Spence is a current fighter, still active. So shout out to Jake Paul. Again, just because I'm keeping it real on somebody doesn't mean I'm criticizing their persona, who they are. I'm just telling you, this is boxing, right? This is a boxing channel. You guys watch boxing. Maybe you just started watching boxing. Maybe you've been watching boxing for a couple years. Maybe you've been watching boxing since you were a kid, since we have. And you know that this is a sport. This is a craft that you have to master, right? Even if you're a brawler, even if you're a Marcos Maidana, even Marcos Maidana had amateur fights and a whole bunch of fights in Argentina before he came here, and you're just not gonna jump to a world-class level. It just doesn't work like that in any sport, in any discipline. You got to put your work in. And sometimes when you're older, it's just, you're not going to teach an old dog new tricks, right? So Jake Paul has a low ceiling because of the age he started boxing. You're not going to see greatness from him, right? So he has to keep it at that level, maybe a little higher, but that's it. Anyway.
Yeah, man, that's it. I mean, it's true. Listen, I love his competitiveness. I just don't see him beating top fighters. I really don't. But, I respect him, man. That's what it comes down to. I respect him. He's a guy that was making good money on YouTube. He didn't have to do boxing. And he takes it seriously. That's why I respect him. He's not here mocking the sport, training half-ass. And then, no, he's busting his ass every day to get better. And you've seen it, man. You could tell the work he's putting in the gym is resulting in the ring. But he will not beat no top fighters. That's the truth.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, all right, he's doing his thing and he's training hard. He's taking it seriously, but how seriously is he taking it? Because I can't become a boxer tonight to not fight boxers.
Yeah, but I mean, he's mentioned he wanted to fight fighters. I don't know. I don't
forget
about the backstory.
Forget about Canelo because I'm just
saying he fought.
That's a circus act.
He fought a professional fighter, and he didn't even wash Jake Paul up. He was supposed to wash him up, and he couldn't do that. In fact, he got dropped.
I don't think. He got dropped. I don't think he was supposed to wash him up because Tommy Fury ain't no.
Yeah, but you're a professional fighter.
He is.
This guy's a YouTuber. You're supposed to be knocking these dudes out. Listen, Jake Paul is solid, man.
Well, I think
if he would have started early in the early age, he would have been a problem. I'm not saying world champion material, but he would have been a problem.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But what's he going to continue to do? Because remember, you're talking about money, right? In the money game and the business. He's going to have to continue to fight these MMA guys and stuff because you can't put him in there with another boxer. You just can't. Not another well-known boxer. Tommy Fury, okay. Fury, brother or cousin or whatever he is of Tyson Fury. You know, all right, that we could sell that, right? What other boxer that is really, really low tier could you sell? Unless it's somebody like Evander Holyfield, who's like 70 years old, he comes and fights him or somebody like that.
That's not happening.
You know what I'm saying? It could happen because Evander Holyfield fought that MMA dude not long ago.
Yeah.
He fought Vito Belfort and lost to Vito Belfort.
Wow. So look, man,
He got to fight somebody like it. Got to when it comes to boxing, what is the future for him? It's just he's going to continue to ride this circus, to ride this wave because he can't fight a contender. He can't fight a top 15 guy.
Yeah, but you also got to remember, he doesn't even have 10 fights. What fighter in boxing is fighting killers at 10
but
fights?
all right, but these are
all right, so
7 fights that are pay-per-view.
So this is his way. Maybe this is their way of bringing him up closely. Because
how much longer is he going to want to do this?
I don't know, but I'm just saying he hasn't got 10 fights.
But how much longer he's a millionaire? How much longer does he want to?
I don't know.
Does he want to climb up the ladder where he wants to fight 15, 20 fights to get?
I don't know.
I don't
but I'm just saying.
I think it's just.
But how are we gonna say? Oh, he put him in there with. All right, so then you know what?
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
They
What I'm
said
saying
professional
is,
fighters.
No, what I'm saying is,
what
I'm saying is, what is his career gonna consist of? He has to keep fighting these MMA guys that are.
We'll see.
He has a boxing career of not fighting boxers. So that's what I'm saying. So what is his career going to consist of going forward? This is a logical question that I'm posing.
No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see he's fought a professional fight already. It was a very close fight. Now he fought Nate Diaz. Let's see what's his next fight, and then we'll take it from there.